Hello, Libra female barbers. Welcome to your reading. So, let us see. What does God want you to know when it comes to your barbering career? One more time. Okay. So, Libra, there's an energy of not being able to find the right spot. Okay. So perhaps you're looking for a spot to work from, but you just can't find a spot that sits well with you. Find the right team, maybe the right area, and so on. So let's see. Influencing the soul or the spirit. Yeah, it's like the vibe isn't right. Like it's not resonating with who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like everywhere and everybody's just off. It's like you can't find your soul tribe. Okay, the cards came out all, so we have to check to see what how all them need to be. You belong like this. You belong like this. You belong like this. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we got its coded information. So God is hiding. God is hiding some stuff. So the first card we have, it's a plea for help, but it's in the reverse. So that means it's not a plea for help, okay? So perhaps you feel like you're in a tough situation, but you're not. Things are exactly how God wants it to be for you at this time. So it's a matter of endurance right now. Perhaps you need to take time to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Tell God how you're feeling, how this thing is making you feel. And be like, any suggestions? What do you want me to do? So we have, it's a plea for help, but it's not. You feel like it's a plea for help, like you're begging. Ooh. Yeah. God don't want you to beg nobody. Because perhaps you're really, really good at what you do. So it's like you need to know your value and know your worth. And do not devalue yourself. That's the first thing. Okay. Then we have, it's not time to reveal that yet. So where is the perfect place for you? Where's the perfect team for you? It's not time for you to reveal that yet. So you're in a mode of transition. And then we have in the reverse, rebelling for freedom of artistic expression. God says you don't have to work that hard. Okay? So like I said, you are good at what you do. Don't put out that much energy to prove yourself to anybody. Because I feel like people already know you're good at what you do. Okay? So if people are being rejecting to you, just know that God is working through them so that God can maneuver you to the perfect place for you at this time. That doesn't mean that you're going to get along with everybody there. It doesn't mean that everything is going to go perfectly. But perhaps God has you on a bigger mission than just to work and make your money. Because I'm a Libra too. And I'm going to be honest with you, God uses me for more than to just work and make my money. Your money is going to come. Your money is secure. Your upkeep is secure. So even if you don't get money in your hand, God is going to provide for you. Okay? So don't worry about how you're going to make it. Just know that God knows your situation and trust that God will provide what you need when you need it. So God has you in transit, and God don't want you to drop your standard or feel like you are not as valuable as you are for nobody. Okay? So the underlying issue, it's coded information. So something is hidden, something is, it's like mysterious. So there's something that someone doesn't want you to understand. And I feel like that is your value. Rebelling against being tricked out of or into something. Exactly. So it's like somebody is, so that means your enemy must be powerful. Yeah, and then we got rebelling for better treatment. Okay, so you have two energies. Yeah, look, we got bait into a fight. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't allow nobody to pull that energy out of you. I see what's happening here. So what's happening here is you got two energies. So the society that you're in, they know who you are. They know how good you are. They probably know your personal traits as well. And I feel that this would be more about your personal traits and what you're able to accomplish rather than just your talents. Okay? So you have two energies vying for you. One energy want you to fail, hence bait into a fight. And the other energy want you to win. So this would be God energy, and this is the enemy of your progress. So there are people trying to destroy you, and God and your ancestors, whatever you believe in, they're trying to bring out the best in you and let you thrive. So just follow the vibe. If you haven't found the place for you yet, keep searching. And know that in the meantime, God will provide for you. Don't doubt that. And anything that you don't get is something that God don't want you to have, because God is trying to push you in the right direction. It's going to be a turbulent time, but you're going to be guided to the right place. Just trust the process. And if you feel overwhelmed, tell God that you feel overwhelmed and ask for mercy. Ask God to like ease up the pressure, you know, because this shit is new. Just ask for what you want. Be straight up. Okay? So yeah, so that's what's happening. Because you are a money magnet. You are a money magnet. Yeah. And you see that influencing social life. So not only are you a money magnet, you are a social magnet as well. You have the power to affect positive change. And look, so the enemy wants to stop you from being able to do that. So you're trying to push you in a situation where they can control you. But God is trying to push you in a situation where you have more control over your society and your finances as well. Look at this. You see? So whoever you are, Libra, you're not a simple person. See yourself as powerful as the enemy sees you. So this is, you see, when it comes to these three cards, this is what it's about. You are able to affect social change, positive social change, and they want to establish more control. So you're bringing out the best in the people that are fortunate enough to come into your presence. They don't like that, because what they want is people to be sick, people to go to jail, people to behave badly. They want broken homes. Because the more we're fucked up, the more power and control the government and those behind the government have over us. So if you didn't know that you have these people watching you, this one world, this new world order people, just know that they have their eyes on you. Why? Because of your ability to affect your society that you live in positively. They don't want that. Okay? Their thing is to kill, steal, and destroy. You are a builder. So without declaring yourself enemies, you are natural opposites. Okay? So what you do is in direct opposition to what they want to achieve. And because of that, they feel like they have to hold down people like us, because I'm like that as well, and that's what I'm going through right now. And why? Because we are the balancers, we are the scales. We like justice, we like fairness. That's what we were created to do. So don't let nobody change you into anything other than just know that God knows what your enemy is doing. God is seeing what's happening, and God is gonna go before you. Wait, who is this? This is the Libra female. Okay. But yeah, so know that you are an MVP. You are a VIP, and this is the reason why your journey is so difficult. All right? It's coded information. They don't want you to know what I'm telling you right now. They don't want you to know how important you are. They don't want you to know how positive you are. They don't want you to know how powerful you are when it comes to changing the environment around you in a positive way. Because the same way that negativity begets negativity, positivity begets positivity. Happiness is contagious just as well as misery loves company. You see what I'm saying? And you are of a happy nature. You are of a positive nature. And that just goes against the New World Order. And as you know, society itself is basically run by them, because they govern everything and just about everyone, which they shouldn't, but people are afraid of them. So people that shouldn't be fighting against you, they will work against you because they are afraid of what the quote unquote establishment, the New World Order establishment, let's call them that. They're afraid of what they would do to them, because they have the power to affect our bank. They shut down my bank account with no good reason. I have no bank account right now. Okay? They manipulated me out of my housing. So right now, on paper, I'm a bad tenant, but in a real life, I'm not. And God see this. So I'm going through difficulty, and their thing is to make your life as miserable as possible. So you're going to have a whole bunch of fake people around you, fake boyfriends, fake friends, fake family. Okay, they use anybody and everybody and anything and everything that they can against you. They'll sabotage your food if they have to. They'll sabotage your water if they have to, because they run society. So you have a major enemy that's trying to block you. but you have a bigger God that's trying to bless you. Not even trying, that's going to bless you. But God is also using you to cut the enemy down. So you working and making money is not your primary focus right now. You're not a beggar. That's why it's not a plea. It's a plea for help card came out in the reverse. You're not a beggar, so don't see yourself as a beggar. See yourself as a princess being taken. As a matter of fact, a princess warrior. Okay, you didn't ask to be this, but you are. If you don't want it, talk to your God and tell God, yo, I don't want this. But that would mean that you would join the slavery. That would mean you would join being oppressed. That would mean you'd be giving up trying to secure your freedom depending on somebody else to do it for you, because somebody has to do it. Somebody has to stand up and be that positive voice and that positive influence in each society. There's 144,000 of us that are meant to rise in these times. And it seems like you are one. If you didn't know, now you know. You are mighty. You were born to be mighty. But your way is also going to be equally tough. Strongest soldiers get the hardest fight. And the realest people live the hardest life. That's a song by Jamil called Strongest Soldiers. So that's what you are, and this is the reason why. So right now they made me shut down my businesses. They got my phones blocked off, so nobody can reach me. I can't do any business, anything like that. But God is providing for me anyway. I live in a home that I don't have to pay for. I'm fed every day. I don't buy the food. I get my clothes washed and clean. I'm not paying for that. Everything that because look at me. I'm well taken care of, and it's not through money that I'm making. Fortunately, I have a daughter, and God has been keeping her up so that she could hold us both up. And I just have to sit in it and know that I have to wait until the tides change where I could be independent again, because I prefer to make my own money, obviously. But I see what God is doing. So the same way that God is providing for me, like I say, Babylon make sure that I don't get paid, but God makes sure that I get rewarded. So it's not about the money. You will be looked after. If you don't have a daughter, God will provide somebody to provide for you. And if you're a person who is used to giving, then just know that you're going to be on the other side of the fence where you are the charity case. Put it like that. It's not going to feel good, but you have to allow yourself to be cared for. If you're anything like me, you're not used to being cared for. You're used to caring for people. So it's very different being on this side of the fence. I've cried several times. But at the end of the day, I try and pull my own weight by making sure I keep the house clean. I keep food around. I go and do anything that I need to do in order to maintain balance at home. So at least when she come home to a nice space. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork. So if your situation ends up like mine, just pull your weight and let God take care of the rest. Okay? Because you are an MVP. You are a targeted individual because of your power. Because of your ability to affect positive change around you. There are societies out here, very powerful people in the most powerful positions who don't want that. And we are their enemies because of it. Simple as that. It's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's because of what you're doing right. You're being targeted. Okay? So I hope you understand that, and I pray that God give you more understanding as to who you are and what is going on around you. And like I said, if you don't want the job, you need to talk to your God and tell God, yo, I can't handle this. And if you want the job, which is not easy, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that this is an easy walk. Because it's like they managed to use the whole of society, just about the whole of society, to cut you out and make you feel like you're not wanted, make you feel like you're the one that's doing something wrong. It's a very hard walk. Okay, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. What you don't have, you pray for. When you feel weak, you pray for strength. When you feel like you don't understand what's happening, you pray for wisdom. Work together with God in partnership. See this? God's business. That's to remind me. You see this? That's why they hate us, because we put good over evil. So I put them on my hands so I can always remember who I am and what the fuck is going on around me. It's nothing that you're doing wrong, my dear. It's something that you're doing too right. So I don't know how you will choose to proceed, but in any case, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.